Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Weird Disney Cars Products. Today, in celebration of Halloween, I'm going to be taking a look at some weird Cars costumes that I found online. Now, the thing with costumes is that there are a lot of fake ones out there. A lot of unofficial, like, mascot costumes, like this terrifying thing that's scarier than anything you'll be seeing this Halloween. And in all of my episodes of Weird Products, I always try to make sure that all of the products I show are official. Maybe one of these days I'll do like a Weird Cars knockoff products episode. I think that would be fun, but until then, everything you're seeing in this video are official Cars costumes, and they're pretty interesting. Unlike other characters from other franchises, you need to kind of get creative with your Cars character costumes. It's not like you're dressing up as, say, Captain America, where you could just put on the Captain America costume. When it comes to the Cars characters, they're vehicles. And Disney has come up with a bunch of interesting ways to have Cars costumes throughout the year. So let's take a look at some. Now, probably the most popular of the Cars costumes is this sort of deal for McQueen. You'll see a bunch of different variations of this sort of outfit. I have several lined up for this video. And what these costumes are is they are basically like a Lightning McQueen race car driver jumpsuit, you know? If Lightning existed in the real world, he were a person and not a car, this is probably what he would dress like. He's dressed like an actual racer. Which is pretty interesting. I would really think that the majority of Cars costumes would be like wearable McQueens. And those do exist, we'll see some later. But the majority of them are really these sort of race car driver jumpsuits. I think that they're a pretty clever and creative way to go about having a McQueen costume, but you know what? Not all McQueen costumes are created equal. Just take a look at this one. How does this count as a Lightning McQueen costume? I'd see it as a Lightning McQueen themed outfit, maybe, but not really a costume. This is just. And this is a full Halloween costume. You could get it off of Amazon. But, like, this to me isn't really a costume. It's a Lightning McQueen shirt, black pants, and a red hat. It's not like the costume I just showed where it's like a jumpsuit. You're not dressing up as McQueen if you were a race car driver. You're not dressing up as like a pit crew member from McQueen. You're just a kid in a McQueen shirt. Maybe you're supposed to be dressed up as a McQueen fan. I don't know, but I feel like this is really um, pushing the limits when it comes to what we count as a Lightning McQueen costume. Up next we have this McQueen costume, which is similar to the first one. In fact, I'd say I kind of prefer this to the first one, as it definitely looks more like a race car driver's outfit. I like how all of McQueen's secondary sponsors and the Rusty's logo are there on the torso. There's also a little graphic of the actual McQueen as he appears in Cars 3. I really like this one, aside from one thing. What's up with the shoulder pads? What is going on there? They look like the eyes of like an alien bug or something. I don't know what they were thinking when it came to those massive poofy shoulder pads. Maybe they were trying to represent wheels, but I really just don't know what they were thinking. The rest of the costume is a really nice costume, but those shoulders are definitely a bit much. You know, Greedo called. He wants his eyes back. Now I'm going to take a break from talking about the McQueen costumes just for a few minutes to discuss some other types of costumes for some other types of characters. I'll be back to McQueen in a minute. These guys will tie back into the McQueen costumes, actually. So as you can see here, we have what I brought up earlier, a wearable version of a Cars character, in this case Mater. It seems to be this big plush Mater. There's a front, I'm not sure if there's a back. I really don't know, it doesn't really look like it. And, okay, this thing is huge. It's the front of Mater going over your front, and it just takes up this kid's entire torso. He seems very happy with it, but, like, his entire front is now Mater. Um, as for the likeness of Mater, it looks fine. The costume looks like it's kind of drooping down a bit, and the rear view mirrors definitely go out a bit too much. He looks a little bit too much like an elephant, in my opinion, but you know what? I was talking earlier about, like, oh, why don't they do more Cars costumes like this? Now I get why. they're not that good. You know, I feel like you really need more than just a cap with the Tow Mater logo and that Mater front piece to complete the look. It would be nice to have maybe like a special shirt or pants that fit Mater's color scheme, but the kid they have modeling this here is wearing like a gray shirt and black pants, so I don't know, I feel like it would look better if you had some more color appropriate clothing. Those same points apply to this Finn McMissile costume here, but I've just realized something about this. I was talking about how the Mater doesn't have like a back part, but I've just realized Finn McMissile here is all in the front. All four of his wheels are in front. I thought that for these costumes what they have is they'd have the front half of the car on your front and then the back half on the back, but no, you can see all four of Finn's wheels are on the front here. He's completely squashed, and just like I said with Mater, he seems like he's sort of drooping a bit. This is more apparent on the Finn costume, I feel like. I don't know if it's the car itself, because the front is a bit longer than Mater, or if this is the angle of the picture, but I don't know. Something is definitely not right about this. I think they would all look better if the front half of the car was in the front and the back half was in the back, instead of just scrunching it all in the front. But hey, once again, this kid is very happy with his costume, clearly. Remember when I said that we'd get back to McQueen? Well, here we are, because this McQueen costume, I feel, is like the Finn McMissile and Mater costumes I just showed done right. McQueen here slips on with some straps all around the torso. We have a full McQueen. He's not squashed in the front. He doesn't look awkward and weird. I think that this looks really good. Now, unfortunately, there isn't anything else to this costume. Not like there's anything else you'd need for this costume. It's just the McQueen that goes around you, and I think it looks really good, but maybe you could wear, like, the race car driver McQueen costume underneath this. I'm not too sure. And here's a fun fact. If you want to get this, it's going to cost you more than any of those other McQueen costumes, because while all of those other costumes are around $20 to $30, this one is $64 on Amazon. You heard me right. $64 for this McQueen that goes around you. $64 for a polyester Lightning McQueen that goes around you. And that's it. There's no other piece to the costume. This is $64. I really hope that this is being resold by someone for a higher price, because if this was originally sold for $65, that's a bit much. Actually, it wasn't originally sold for $65. It was originally sold for $68, and it's currently 5% off. So, what a bargain! Alright, so you know those superhero costumes that have all of, like, the additional padding that looks like muscles? They call them muscle suits. Well, somebody out there thought that it would be a good idea to do this for the Cars characters. So as you can see here, we have McQueen as a muscle suit. The only additional muscles are added at the shoulders. I don't know what's up with McQueen costumes and putting additional padding in the shoulders, but okay. And I don't know, this just definitely looks off to me. It's weirdly disproportionate because of how huge the shoulders are. I don't know why you would do a muscle costume for a car. I like the idea on this costume of having McQueen's lightning bolt with the flames and the 95 on the arm, but I don't know, the rest of this one really falls short to me. Once again, it's a McQueen costume with black pants, which, I don't know, I don't think that looks too good, because again, it just kind of looks like someone wearing a McQueen shirt, especially because it is just a McQueen shirt. It's not like the race car jumpsuit. It's just a McQueen shirt with very large upper arms. But as you can see here, this time around, Lightning wasn't the only one to get this treatment, as Mater did too. Mater with massive upper arms. And not only did Mater also get this treatment, so did Finn McMissile. Anyway guys, that's all I have to say for all of these weird Cars costumes. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.